So, I'm here in Pasco, Washington. That's me in the reflection of my HD SDR software. Look at all the noise on 60 meters. I'm still copying though because the noise is on either side of channel 1, except for that small noise in there. You can still copy net control, and most of the time the two calling for region 7. So I just set up the Yaesu. I'm using all the digital noise reduction and notching and setting a contour. If I turn all that stuff off, it's just really hard to hear. I'll turn it down now because I'm really hard to hear. Kilo 7 Juliet Alpha Alpha is easy to hear. Noise is, what is that? That's like 10/9. So anyway, it's a really bad noise. Here at my brother's place, you can see through the reflection, it's pretty nice. The setup here is pretty simple actually. I just take it out of this travel box, right? Inside the travel box is everything. There's a power supply. I got a little bag of junk there. You can see my SDR that comes out of the radio, out of the back of the FT 450. And this is just a bag of junk I'm using to space it, to hold it open. Power supply feeds the radio from a short lead, and also feeds the USB hub. The USB hub takes signal link is not plugged into it, but this is the machine, the radio's cat connector. This is the USB to the SDR, and it's working pretty well. Kind of wish I had my noise reduction stuff. Antenna, there's no antenna here, so I have to set up my own antenna, and so that's what the Dentron Junior is for. It'll tune, I won't say anything, but it'll certainly tune a couple of 75-80 foot wires. So that's what I've got. I've got one wire coming off of the main antenna, for the single. Can you read that? That's a single antenna. And then one wire coming off the ground. Down there you can see underneath there, coming off the ground. The one wire for the ground takes a right and goes under the deck through a hole. I'm on a second-story deck, so you can see the hole back there. Goes down there and comes out down below there, runs along there, through the garden, out there, along the fence, along the concrete wall. That's the Columbia River, by the way. And people walking, and their dogs and such. When they do the hydro races, they do them right over there, just on the other side of those trees. That's Kennewick over there. There's the park, all the way over there on the other end. My brother's yard, our play toys, the deck on which I have set up everything. Now the antenna itself, it goes up. I just connected up one of these favorite wires of mine. These are those ones that are made of a couple of strands of steel and 3 or 4 strands of copper, used for military communications over land. Usually it's 2 wire, it's been stripped down. Comes up along the wall, goes up over top of here, and then heads up above the roof. So if I try not to drop my camera, you maybe can see that it cuts across there and goes to the other side of the chimney. And then it comes up the chimney. I don't know if you can see it up there. It comes across the top of the roof all the way down to the end of the roof. And then, okay, so now we're down on the ground level, and it comes down the other end of the roof, and it's got the tennis ball hanging from it that I used for throwing it up there. So that's it. It's a 2-story house with you know, a wire over the roof, which is part of the reason it's so noisy, because you know, we're down here at the river level, which is kind of the valley. It's a broad valley, so I'm not in a hole, and it runs over top of his house, and his house is loaded with all kinds of computers and LED lights and everything that makes all kinds of noise. I can watch the noise level go down as I turn off the kitchen LEDs and the large screen computer monitors and TVs and stuff like that. But beyond that, there's just a bunch of other things that you can't even imagine. So as a review, the radio's right there. The antenna goes up around the other side of the house, up to the roof, across the roof and down. The counterpoise runs straight down along the ground and along the fence over here. And you know, I was able to check in on WSEN and on the 80 meter net, or 60 meter net, channel 1. And so I just figured, what the heck? Some people might wonder, how the heck did he do that from a suitcase? And that's how it was done. This is me, K7TUM.